Welcome to episode 88, What to Do When You Hate Everything in Your Closet. Help, I hate everything in my wardrobe. If you've ever felt like this, you know how awful it can feel. But before you rush out for a session of power shopping, you need to listen to this podcast. In this episode, you'll discover the real reason you hate everything in your closet, where to start rebuilding your wardrobe. Hint, it's not shopping. How to get clear on what's really going on so you don't make the same mistakes. How to find your style. Why you need a fresh perspective. But first, are you frustrated with your midlife middle? The muffin top or extra skin around your midriff that spills out of your waistband is just a fact of life for those of us who have given birth, gained weight, or are just experiencing the changes our body brings with age. So suffice it to say, if you have a muffin top, you are not alone. But as common as muffin tops are, dressing to hide one can be a bit of a challenge. It's one of the most often asked questions I get as a style coach. I've created a video series just for you to help you know what to wear to look great and feel fabulous despite your midlife middle. How to Mask a Muffin Top is a fun video series I created with easy, actionable steps that are quick to implement and that you can do right away. Designed to give you exactly what you need to know how to hide that pesky bulge and feel confident again, How to Mask a Muffin Top is a wonderful resource you can go back to again and again. To learn more, click the link in the show notes and get ready to mask your muffin top stat. Welcome to Style by Mary Michele, a podcast designed to empower you through personal style. I'm your host, Mary Michele Nidifer, a master style coach, founder of Style Finder Boutique, and creator of the Style Finder ID system. I'm here to help you know what to wear, how to wear it, and how to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. Let's go. Hello, beautiful friends, and welcome back. Now, we all go through changes, right? We all reach that point where we look into our closet and we hate everything that we see. In fact, I think that's when I meet a lot of my clients. I think that's when women start to seek me out as a style coach because they're ready for change. They're ready to do something new. And they know I can't just do the same thing I've always done. And they're right. So today we're talking about what to do when you hate everything in your closet. Have you ever been at that point? I know I have. I've been at that point in my life a few times, and it's never a good feeling. I think for me, what's really precipitated it has been maybe gaining weight or my body changing, or I know last year I talked about my style changing. Now, my style didn't radically change. It just was a little bit of a shift, very subtle shift. And I have to say, I have such a great wardrobe. I never walked in and felt like, oh, I hate everything in here. I did walk in and think, wow, I wish I could see this or that or this other thing. So there were certain pieces that I was starting to gravitate towards, and there were pieces in there that weren't right for me. But we're all kind of like snakes, you know. And I know some of you might not like snakes. Now, I grew up, my brother used to catch snakes. He loved snakes, and my mom did not. But think of us, as if we're like a snake. Snakes shed their skin. They molt. I guess that's the word for it. And we go through different phases. We shed our skin as we, change on the inside. We go through different phases. We outgrow things. We shift. We, become new people. And I know I'm not the same person I was a year ago or 2 years ago. And so why would I expect my style to be the same? Things are continually evolving. And I'm going to share with you how and what to handle. I'm going to share with you how to handle feeling as if you hate everything in your closet or you're just not even sure what your style is. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you not to do, if you ever hit that rut and you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything to wear, I don't like anything in my closet, don't go shopping. That's right. I'm telling you not to go shopping. And yes, I do own a clothing store, but don't go shopping because honestly, as a style coach, this is where I see the problem starts. You hit a wall, you don't like your clothes, and you go out and you just bring new ones in. Well, you're just adding to the problem because you haven't gotten to the root of the problem and you haven't figured out what you really want. Your shopping habits have created the wardrobe that you have now. And if you aren't happy with the wardrobe you have now, the habits that you've created are only going to keep you there. And it can be really tricky to bring in something. And what I hear so many clients tell me is when they feel like they don't have anything to wear and they go shopping, they start looking for advice from everybody outside themselves. But what they don't do is they don't ask themselves what's right. And so usually they end up with a closet full of clothes that aren't right for them. Trust me, I've seen it and I've heard the stories. My mom took me shopping. My friend took me shopping. My husband bought these for me. My sister took me shopping, and the tags are still on there and they hang there, and it creates guilt and frustration. And you've spent a lot of money and you're never going to wear them. So that may be part of the problem too. But okay, ladies, first of all, let's go within. I want you to ask yourself, why do you hate everything? Do you hate everything in your closet because your body's changed and nothing fits? Do you hate everything in your closet because your lifestyle's changed? Maybe you've recently retired, or you've recently started working from home, or your career has changed and what you wear has changed. Maybe you have a new way of dressing and you just don't have enough of what you need. Or does what you have in your wardrobe not feel like you anymore? Have you outgrown it? Have you molted? Have you shed some skin? Or are you just tired of wearing the same old, same old? And that's okay. I tell you what, I have gotten rid of quite a few pieces over my lifetime that I loved. Not a lot, but enough that I loved, but I just was tired of wearing them. I remember when Dylan was in preschool, I had this loved this top. It was a Michael Kors. It was a black and ivory zebra print. It was a knit, sort of an ITY knit, and had short sleeves, but had a pleat. And it had style, but it was the kind of thing I could just throw in with a pair of jeans and feel put together. And I wore that thing to death. And then one day I pulled it out to wear it again. I was like, I can't wear this shirt anymore. I just can't. I love it, but I just can't. And so I let it go. And it was kind of hard for me to part with because it had become almost a security blanket. And that's when I knew it was really time to go. Like, okay, I'm clinging to this a little too much. It's become too much of a staple in my wardrobe. So that's fine too. But when you can really get clear on what's going on in your wardrobe, then that can help you from repeating the same mistakes. Now, maybe there aren't any mistakes. Maybe you have loved your clothes and they're just not right for you anymore. Maybe you've lost 20 pounds or you've gained 20 pounds or your body has changed, as everybody's has. Once they hit menopause, my bust line's gotten bigger, my waistline's expanded, I've contracted a little bit, I think I've gotten shorter. Things happen. And I put on a favorite pair of pants recently and they just didn't look as good anymore. And I was sad, but I'm like, you know what? Just have to embrace where I am right now. And I'm grateful I'm here and I'm healthy and I get to buy some new pants. So style is not a reward for losing weight, right? We get to look and feel amazing at every size. So if you do hate everything in your closet, what I encourage you to do, now, if you've gained weight, there is no shame in that at all. Do you know how many women I have talked to, even just in the past week, who have told me that they've gained weight and their clothes are too tight? But you know what I hear? Usually after that, it's like, well, but I don't want to buy anything. And unless you're actively trying to lose weight, then you're going to be that same size for a little while. There's no shame in that at all. Embrace it. You're beautiful no matter what your shape, what your size. But if you're going to stay there, you deserve to dress well. That's right. You deserve to dress well right now. But so many women tell me, oh, I've gained weight, as if it's just this awful thing. It's normal. We gain weight. Our body changes, and it's okay. But it's just time to get some new things. So get clear on what's going on, and let's make a plan. Then I want you to ask yourself, this is where you get to do a little reinvention. I want you to ask yourself, what is your style? Has your style changed? Get clear on what your style is and what you want your style to look like. If you haven't thought about your style in a while, then you get to put a fresh spin on it. It's time to liven up your style. It's time to bring it up to date. And you're not the same woman you were a year, 5 years, 10 years ago. So it's time to bring your wardrobe current. It's time to bring your style current. So ask yourself, what is my style? And if you don't know, then I have a great resource for you. We have a free quiz on our website at stylefinderboutique.com. Go take our Style ID quiz, and that's going to give you one style word, and it will point you in the right direction to help you understand what to dress for. You may say, oh, I like things that are comfortable. Well, okay, but comfort's not a style. You may say, I like things that are on trend. Okay, but trendy is a style, but it's not really a style. And if your style is trendy, then you need to be a little bit more specific, because if you're only wearing what's on trend right now, then you're not dressing for yourself. You're dressing for what's being dictated. So I encourage you, go find out what your style is. This is also a wonderful time. If you've ever thought about working with a style coach, this is a wonderful time. And I invite you, schedule an equated call with me today. I am opening up my calendar to work with more private clients. I've had so many women come out of the woodwork, and I am just so grateful that I get to make a difference. And I've got some great new packages that really help you pinpoint what your style is, how to dress for it, what to wear right now. So click the link in my bio and go schedule a call with me. 30 minutes. We'll pinpoint what's going on with your style. I'll help you. I'll give you a little bit of coaching, and then we'll decide if it's right to work together, if it's a good fit, and how we can really put you on a path to style success. I also want to recommend podcast number 8, How to Find Your Style. So if you don't know what your style is, or if you just want to tweak it a little bit, this is a great podcast that walks you through all the steps that I take my clients through to help you figure out what your style is. And then I'm going to give you one more podcast, because I like to give you all the great resources. Episode number 14, 3 ways to bust out of a COVID style slump. Now, whether you're in a COVID style slump or not, doesn't matter. The steps are the same. And this will lead you to feeling fabulous. So first of all, find your style. Think about a word that describes your style, or a word that describes the style you want to have. Playful, fun, interesting, dramatic, mysterious, sporty, comfortable. Yes, you can use comfortable, but don't limit yourself to just that, because comfort isn't a style. But be more specific. What feeling do you want your style to evoke? Now, I can go really deep here, but I won't. But what feeling do you want your style to evoke? What do you want others to say about your style? And it's not this isn't about dressing for anybody else. It's dressing for you. But how do you want to be remembered? What message do you want your style to send? It helps you to kind of understand how other people see you, to know if you're connecting, if your style is in alignment with you. And so next, I want you to find a style icon. Do you have one? I know I've talked to so many women recently about style icons, and some have them on the top of their head. Some have never even thought about it. Now, I talked to the client the other day, and she mentioned Joanna Gaines as a style icon. And I tell you what, she was perfect for this client's style. Her style was, I think it was sporty, natural, and something, but it was very understated. Comfort was really important to her. Ease was very important to her. So I thought, you know what? Joanna Gaines is such a she always looks polished and put together, but she's super understated and very subdued. You don't necessarily look at her and think, wow, she's got great style, but she does have great style. And of course, that comes through in everything she does, in her home decor and everything. But it's very subtle. It's not right for everybody. But she's a great style icon. Reese Witherspoon is another style icon that I think a lot of my clients mention. And I think her style is great. Her style appeals to a lot of different women. Other style icons I hear a lot: Michelle Obama, Kate Middleton, Jackie O, Audrey Hepburn. She's a classic style icon. And it's interesting. A lot of people say Audrey Hepburn, but I'm like, I love her style too, but her style her style isn't right for me. One of my style icons is Inez de la Fressange. And I don't really speak French, I'm learning, but I love her style. She was the face of Chanel years ago, and she just has the quintessential French with a twist style. Sometimes she's got a little bit of an edge to her style, but it's dramatic, a little bit dramatic, but it's very classic. And she just has such great style. It looks effortless, it's easy, and she's really inspired my style transformation. Now, another podcast I'm going to point you to, episode number 23 that I recorded last fall, 10 unexpected style icons to inspire your style this fall. And I actually picked some really interesting ones that were a little bit unexpected. But find someone, it could be a celebrity, it could be a woman of fame, it could be someone you know, it could be your grandmother, it could be your best friend, but find somebody whose style you would love to wear, whose style you really resonate with, and you feel like it's a good fit for you in the phase of life that you're in right now. I mean, it's great to admire someone's style, but if her style isn't right for you right now, she might not be the right style icon for you. She still could be a style icon, but she may not be the style icon you want to use to model your style. So find a style icon. And if you don't have one, I would recommend just getting online, Google different celebrities, Google, just start looking and notice, what do you like? Do you like a more sporty look? Do you like a more boho look? Do you like a more funky look? Do you like bold colors, mixed prints, things that are a little edgy? There's no right or wrong. It's just what appeals to you. And then what I want you to do is create an inspiration board. Of course, you can do it online on Pinterest, or if there's something else you like to use, or you can do it the old-fashioned way and just cut it out of magazines, create a vision board for your style. But what this does is it helps you to see what you like. And it helps you to start to see patterns. I see I'm choosing a lot of blue. I see I'm choosing a lot of layers, or ruffles, or sneakers, or moto jackets. What do you really see a lot of? Because that gives you clues as to what you want to see in your wardrobe. And then from there, once you have that vision, then I want you to get back into your closet and see what you already have with fresh eyes. Before you rush out and buy anything, look at what you already have. Then I want you to take your clothes and mix and match things in new and different ways. Ask yourself, what can I create from what I already have? Could I recreate this look using pieces I already own? Chances are you could create something similar. And see what kind of quote unquote new looks you can create. Then try them on. Take pictures, play dress up, and see how much that can get you inspired. Sometimes just having that image in your head is all it takes to inspire new looks in your closet. Then I want you to get back in there and create several looks. Maybe you create something to wear for the next 2 or 3 days, or even next week. Or maybe you create an entire capsule based on this new image. Then what I want you to do is, with this image in mind, pull out anything you know needs to go. Maybe it's that piece that you've just worn way too many times. Maybe it's the pieces that just don't fit anymore. And I tell you what, if you are actively losing weight, or you think you might wear it again at some point, you don't have to get rid of it, but don't keep it in your closet. Maybe you want to store it in a bin, you want to put it in another closet, or put it somewhere else. But I want you to get it out of what you're wearing every day. Ideally, when you walk into your closet, you only want to see what is available to you right now. I don't want you to have to rifle through and figure out, which pants actually fit me right now, because that takes up way too much time and that creates way too much stress. So pull out anything that doesn't fit you right now, that doesn't flatter you right now, or you just don't want to wear. And you determine what stays and what goes. And next, I want you to visualize what you'd like to see in your closet. This is where you're going to make a shopping list. And only then can you go shopping. Because when you go out and you feel desperate, you're going to be a desperate shopper. And chances are you're going to buy something that you wear a couple of times and then you're sick of, because it wasn't really you. So when you take your time and really do your homework and get clear on what it is that you want, that's how you can actively start to build your ideal wardrobe. It doesn't have to be hard, but I don't want you to rush into it haphazardly. Take your time. Ask yourself every step of the way, how does this feel? How does it feel on me? How does it make me feel? Do I feel like the woman I want to be? Am I showing up as the woman I know I am? Because when that happens, that's powerful. And it doesn't matter who you are or what you do. We all want to show up as the woman we're born to be. Beautiful, powerful, magnificent, amazing, because you are. And it doesn't matter if you're working at home in your yoga pants, or if you're out speaking on stages, or if you're making art or taking care of kids, what you're doing in your life. You deserve to look and feel beautiful every step of the way, at every phase, every age, no matter what your shape, no matter what your size, because you just are. You just are here. You are here and you are worthy. And I want you to feel it. And so when you go through these steps, these really help you get clear on what you need in your closet. And if you need a stopgap measure, if you need some things right now, but you know they're not going to stay in your closet, feel free to go to secondhand stores, or, go to have a clothing swap with friends, or buy things on sale, or go to some inexpensive stores and just buy things for right now. But I will encourage you, if you are truly building a wardrobe, really take some time and invest in pieces that you know will last. Because when you can do that, you can truly cultivate your wardrobe and invest in pieces that will serve you for the long haul. You will be glad you did. Because then you've got things you can always fall back on. So, ladies, I hope this has helped you to get clarity on why you hate everything in your closet and what to do about it and how to prevent it from happening in the future. Because you deserve to dress well every single day, no matter what's going on in your life. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you very soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in to Style by Mary Michele, where women come to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. If you enjoyed this podcast, I invite you to leave me a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you're listening. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Style by Mary Michele, and shop our boutique at shopstylefinder.com for the best in upscale casual apparel. Better yet, if you're in the Raleigh area, come see us. We're located in the North Hills Shopping Center, the premier shopping district in Midtown Raleigh. For details and links mentioned in this episode, be sure to see the show notes. Have a beautiful week.